Twelvefold Gate. Prologue. The Echo Between. Gates by Tre'vion Rivers. In the beginning, there was only the pulse, a divine vibration that fractured existence into twin currents. One surged upward, a luminous river of hope and purpose, the Enlightenment verse. The other descended into shadow, a churning abyss of hunger and despair, the Devourer verse. Between these extremes, souls drifted, fragmented, tethered, and weighed by the twin scales of virtue and sin. Among these souls was Kyle, born beneath the pale light of a dying star. He carried the blessing of diligence, a rare gift. Doors of opportunity opened before him, as if by unseen hands. Yet the curse of sloth whispered within, an urge to surrender, to waste potential. His life was a battleground, each choice a labor on the cosmic loom. When death finally claimed Kale, he didn't find release. Instead, he awoke within the front rooms, a fractured echo of the world he knew. Light filtered through endless halls, pale and wavering. Here, souls burdened with incomplete labors of virtue gathered. The air hummed with whispered hymns, sung by the luminous choir, ethereal mentors guiding souls toward transcendence. Kyle's spirit was weary. He had completed some labors in life, countless acts of kindness, many small sacrifices, but the weight of his unfulfilled diligence anchored him. The 12 labors of virtue awaited, a trial that would span lifetimes or vanish in a single mythic deed. You walk the path of the hesitant, intoned a figure shimmering with radiant wings, a luminary of the choir. You must choose, ascend through perseverance or be swallowed by regret. Beyond the front rooms, the back rooms spread, a labyrinthine nightmare for souls who had bowed to sin. Wrath, envy, lust, and greed manifested in cruel corridors, where the harrowed hunted for the weak-willed and the corrupt. The air was thick with decay and the twisted laughter of those who traded mercy for power. In this place lingered one called Malric, whose greed had devoured kingdoms and bloodlines. He bore the ultimate curse, a mythic labor of gluttony, feasting on the divine light of others to fuel his endless hunger. He was a Tier 7 sinner, a devourer of worlds whose shadow stretched even into the living realm. Yet even here, hierarchy ruled. The harrowed bent to dreadlords who wielded terrifying power, spirits who had completed their dark labors and now commanded legions of chained souls. Secret societies like the Crimson Seal bound cursed relics, spreading corruption beyond the backroom's borders. Between these extremes operated the Pale Accord, a neutral covenant of balance. Neither angel nor demon, these arbiters monitored the echoes of souls caught in limbo. Their whispers threaded through dreams, and their ink-stained hands recorded every labor and lapse in the Inkroot library. Kyle's journey had only just begun. The rank trials awaited, where even a single deed's weight could leapfrog tears, accelerating ascent or descent. A whispered curse could brand him a sinner. An act of boundless generosity might fast-track his rise. Yet every step carried risk. A single misstep might erase years of progress, plunging him into the backroom's hungry embrace. Some souls took the long road, performing tens of thousands of small labors over lifetimes to gain a single tier. Others sought shortcuts, risking everything for mythical labors, deeds of world-shaking magnitude. Few achieved Tier 7, but those who did became gate-bound, resonating with frequencies that tore through the veil, granting passage to the God sphere or the Devourer verse. As Kale wandered the endless corridors of the front rooms, his form began to glow faintly, an echo of his partial tears. His eyes shone with a soft golden light, marking him as one touched by kindness and humility. Yet shadows lurked beneath. The latent curse of sloth tugged at his soul. Behind him, the gates to the back rooms shimmered, haunted by the harrowed, waiting to claim wayward souls. And above all, the 12-fold gate awaited, the final crucible for souls who completed every labor in every virtue and sin. Beyond it lay rebirth, transcendence, or damnation, realms where gods and monsters were born from echoes of sacrifice. The pulse thrummed again, calling. It was time for Kale to choose, continue the slow, arduous climb toward light, or risk the seductive fall into shadow's embrace. The echo between gates was silent no more.